Hey, it actually came up surprisingly on the first goddamn thing, which I am actually surprised about. I am not going to lie, that's actually surprising to me. Anyways, how is everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing okay. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I had to do that because I had to unplug and replug because this mic seemed to not like to did not like to wanna stay with the did not like to stay with anything. I don't know. And boom 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 boom. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing okay. I know I am. We're back with this. I'm sorry. I gotta switch. I gotta tag the people. Alrighty, let's get back in lit. We're on chapter 4, and yeah. Somebody sent me a voice message. Alrighty, so let's see. What is our character? Alrighty, so I can put. I mean, let's put the book in. Let's put this fucking book in. If I'm gonna be completely honest, let's bring up our. And then, we already have enough of that. So let's actually bring that up, and then bring that up.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Everybody, when did everybody get here? The fuck? I'm sorry. When did everybody get here? I'm confused. January 23rd, 1983. Council, Episode 4, Burning Bridges.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Alright.
Yes, the centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
I wanna know why.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
I feel like I must find the Holy Lance. Okay, so we have that way. Is there anything in here I can... examine?
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun.
Leave. I'm not 100%. There's a lance there. I'm gonna bring up a,
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Okay. Alrighty. So, before we pick up any of the lances, we need to... I know, I'm looking up goddamn fucking walkthroughs in Earth. Okay.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ.
Let's actually use that.
The Gospel of St. John is the most detailed on the subject of the crucifixion. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
Find a clue, know who it is.
Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
Alrighty. We can use
The name of the Roman soldier who killed Christ never appears in the biblical canon. Yet, it is said that he was a centurion and was called Longinus.
Alrighty, so... the lance would have to be... Are there any other lancets somewhere? I'm trying to figure this out. Ooh. God damn it. Devil Thorn. Fuck. Why did I not use the Devil Thorn at all? Holy fucking shit, that place is huge.
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You could tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Okay. Weird. I find that's interesting. I am looking at a guide that kind of help with this. I do not want to pick up the wrong lance. There are lances in there, but those ones cannot be the right lance. I'm sorry, the game had gotten actually pretty goddamn confusing and difficult for me. I am not going to lie about that. I've gotten completely and utterly confused at this point on the lance shit. And I fucking hate the maids. You motherfucker! Why does it always gotta be the... I've been having to go through this goddamn maid so many times and it pisses me the fuck off. Oh my... You fucking bitch. Okay, how am I supposed to get out of here? I forget. It's only been a few days since the last time I played. Why is it so hard to get out now? Have they changed the maze? No, they can't. They couldn't have. Why would they do that? Or I'm just being a goddamn fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure I'm an idiot. Who knows? Who fucking knows? There's the gold. Alrighty, so we gotta go up to the balcony area. Alrighty, somebody commented. Give me 1 second. Haha. What up, Hazel Rose? How you doing?
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Why did she not want you reading it? The fuck? I'm sorry, you're... that's weird. But yet, welcome. How you doing, Hazel? Why doesn't it... That's the weird thing I find weird, is that... YouTube been acting a lot weirder. So we gotta talk to... him.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the Lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
Okay.
His nose is bleeding.
So, you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Holy shit, that takes 8? Hold up. Alrighty.
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought.
I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more.
But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
Okay, so...
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your words lack conviction, Louis. If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You have no reason to lie to me. Imagine you find it, which I don't doubt, given how resolute you are when you've got something on your mind. Then what? What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
If I told you why I needed this lance, you would never believe it.
Trust me, you can tell me anything.
It's our only chance to vanquish the demons.
Oh, my dear God, Louis. You sound just like Sarah. Do you realize you are following the same path, step by step? Sarah also started by imagining things. She, too, spoke of demons, I am told. She could no longer speak to anyone, and saw a hidden monster in every guest, lurking in the shadows, ready to devour her. You must let us help you. Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome.
Alrighty, so it would
Be
cover in the
careful,
blood of
Louis.
Christ.
You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Alrighty, I want to look out. Alrighty, so... let's go to the Great Hall. Alrighty. So, I'm looking at a... what you call it? Ooh, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna use you to bring that up fully. We need to go into the Great Hall from... I'm looking up a walkthrough because of the fact that, okay, so... don't even know where I'm at, if I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't give me any indication on where I'm at. And it's really pissing me off because of the fact that I then have to fucking look up where I'm at, and it pisses me off even more. So I popped a pimple on my back with one finger earlier today, and it fucking hurt like hell. So I'm gonna try going back. Where are we? Forecourt, Great Hall of Zoots, Dining Hall, Property, Servant Stair, Great Small Saloon. Okay, so we have to go to... Alrighty, we picked up a golden elixir. I didn't even know that was there. I just saw a thing and I grabbed it. Holy fucking shit. Shit balls. That's at the Great Hall from my understanding. Do have... Ooh, you have 5 golden elixirs.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Okay. I'm not going to talk to George right now. Mitsuri note. Alrighty, so the Mitsuri, that with the Mitsuri note. Skill point in manipulation, skill point in convention. Alrighty. My traits are all up. We almost filled up this whole entire area. It's actually pretty impressive for me. Alright.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Alrighty, so...
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
What can you tell me about the guests?
I
Do
did not mean to
excuse
pick
me,
this
sir,
one.
but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Play immunities.
What? That's the last straw. Lord Mortimer himself asked me to take the sea to join him here. I accepted out of kindness. The voyage was undertaken in conditions that I prefer not speak about. And then at long last I arrive and you refuse me a simple flask of Carmelite water?
No, sir.
Your name. Tell me your name.
Here, sir, your Carmelite water. Please accept my sincerest apologies. If sir requires anything else whatsoever, sir has only to ask.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
I know.
Look, you aren't going to kick up a fuss about a vulgar piece of resin, are you? Don't believe what they say about amber. It does nothing to warm up infants' bodies, let alone prevent toothache. And neither does this fossil oleoresin stimulate fertility. You can believe me.
Thank you for educating me. I didn't know. Here you are, sir. Does sir desire anything else?
Nope. Thank your leave. I mean, I get that for that, but I mean, I could have also just brought it myself, but I wanted to not do that. Now we need to go to Voldemort's room. I don't remember where Voldemort's room is. Hillsbury's room, Bonaparte's room, Tower room. Okay, so I was going the right way. I wasn't 100% sure. That's the first time in a long time I've actually used that stuff. So, wait. John von Wallenmar, or whatever. Maker negative and attributes.
It seems like he isn't here.
Alrighty. Oh.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Amber. Okay, so...
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner.
Alrighty, we have that.
So, let's see what Wollner has in his bookcase. A few works on religions, 2 scientific essays about human thought. Most of these works are on alchemy. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah! What have we here? It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion. Truly, Wollner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
Did he say?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What are you doing in my room?
Confrontation.
Well, sir, I see you have some captivating book. You seem to be rather interested in the famous Longinus.
No, it's, what's it to do with you?
I overheard you speaking with Piaggi. What are you two up to exactly?
No, Oh, fine. Yes. We are looking for the Holy Lance. That imbecile has given Mortimer all the ones kept in the private collection of the Holy See. But it's not what you think. Hang on a minute. You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the Holy Lances.
I'm not looking for the lances of Longinus von Volner. I'm looking for the lance of Longinus. The one that pierced Christ's side.
You are playing with fire.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'll leave you all the copies. Don't worry about that.
Good answer. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
But
calm yourself, goddammit. You're the one I'm trying to help.
What? What?
I heard you talking with His Eminence, and it seemed to me that this story about the lances had put you in a tight spot. I was only trying to be helpful.
But why didn't you tell me straight away?
Seeing as I hadn't found it, I didn't want to commit myself too quickly. If I failed, I would look like a beginner.
I understand, Louis. I thought you were trying to manipulate me. But please, excuse me. I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Ah, let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
Ah, that is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. But keep me posted as to your research. We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later. I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me.
He looked crazy
The
eyed.
passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians, the fish.
Alrighty. So we need to go up to Mortimer's office. That's where we gotta go. And I likey. Me likey. Me likey a lot. Me likey a lot. Oh yeah. No, I'm not drunk, the fuck. I wish I was, though. I wish I was. I'm just having stomach pains at the moment.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Saint Longinus. Let's take a closer look at his lance.
Observe the
It's shaped
lance.
like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure?
Take a closer look, or...
I think this statue does represent Longinus, armed with a lance that wounded Jesus. The Holy Lance. How can I find out if this is an exact representation? There's no way of being certain of it.
No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
We need also...
Hey, looks like there's
Yeah,
a symbol engraved
bite
on
me.
the tip. Yes, a fish. The Christian fish, no doubt. It can't be a coincidence. It must have been done on purpose. Huh. Good thing I took a closer look.
Alrighty. Examine the
Longinus is
baiting.
holding the holy lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes, here we can see that the holy lance is represented in the shape of a spear. I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. There's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements.
Alrighty.
But I believe what I read in the letter from Milan addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines to represent the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Alrighty.
This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No, if Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Alrighty.
There's only one way of being sure. I'll have to find other clues that will confirm this information.
I need to read this description.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John. Giulio Romano, 1534.
Alrighty, so... I know I'm looking at a walkthrough a lot, but they did not give me any indication on where I need to go. Washington's room, Adam room, Von Willemard room, Peru's room, Bonaparte's room, Hilbert's room, DeRich's Shades, and we need to go there. This way it's just basically going all the way around. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm looking at a walkthrough a lot. Like I said, it's actually...
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
It's just, the game did not give me any indication, and I would have to go through so much dialogue that it would take me more than what we've been going through lately. So I'm just trying to do the necessary stuff and all that. Alrighty, we're almost there. Tiaji.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Alrighty, is there anything in here that I can actually grab before I go and do the balcony? Thought I could grab that for a second. We can finally go onto here. Cromwell addressed you the other guests to learn more about their motives and personality.
Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church.
Let's actually bring that up.
All those hours of learning Latin declensions are going to pay off in the end. Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Let's say a sancte, various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear. And that should help me identify it.
We got hammer back. There's only one amber, but it amber nonetheless.
Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Is there anywhere I can... Alrighty. You gotta return to the inner crypt now. Alrighty, so what I want to look at real quick in my talents. Manipulation. Vigilance, I need to get level 3. So I haven't failed any yet. So why do I need to do that? I'm getting 1 point in science. Alright, we need to go this way. Why did it look like it's so light out, yet it's actually nighttime? That's the one thing that actually intrigues me. Imagine if you could fall off the ledge and die. That would have been funny. That would have ended the whole entire thing. Would have not been good. Jesus Christ, this is hundreds of thousands of books. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. You can't even see the bottom, like... I'm sorry, how long did it take him to collect all these books? I want to know. I never actually fully looked around, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe? Maybe 11? 11 floors of books. I know there's a library in Chicago that is like 13 stories tall. And I know the one in Reno, Nevada is like 5 stories tall. Which I actually really like the one in Reno, Nevada. It adds a little pond and everything inside. Big koi and all that. It's really beautiful, to be honest.
A Chinese coin.
I'm just saying. I don't know how many coins I've actually collected, but it's fun, I'm not gonna lie. Alrighty. You gotta go inside here. To the far left, apparently there's amber we can collect. Ooh, yes, there is.
Amber.
We got 2, and I'm gonna bring up my, thing. We need to now do that.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
Alright. I wonder how long it took them to build something like this. I mean, I know it like decrepit and everything.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Alrighty. Examine.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper-rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
That's not the right one. There's so much here, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, it's fucking huge. I know there are places like this in real life that are like just ancient, that are buried underground and all that, but you see a lot of it in there's even sarcophaguses that don't even have a path to them. And that's the one scary thing, it's there's sarcophaguses that have no path to them. How the... I mean, I get it. The path could have broken because of this, see? But there's some paths that are, like, still fucking completely intact. You can get over this way. Yeah, man.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Leave. I gotta be very careful. Good. That one is made out of complete gold.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
Alrighty. So
this sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
Alrighty, it doesn't tell me to do anything with it. I could use that, but it's like I need to save my things.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
I highly doubted that one. Wait, can we Yeah, interestingly enough, we can do that. But I am not going to fall down. I don't think you can fall in this game.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Alright, Nick. So we have two that are laced in gold.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
I feel like that would be it. But it doesn't tell me to take it for some reason.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
That ain't the correct one anyways.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Nope. That ain't it. I'm looking at all these.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
That ain't it.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Why are all the lances just placed around? That's what I want to know.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is clearly made of iron, and I can make out a sun engraved on the tip.
Interesting. We're not going to take that lance due to the fact that it's not the actual lance. I'm not 100% sure where the actual lance is.
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
Take a closer look.
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
Lance behind it.
What about this lance? It's got a spear shape, and the blade is partly made of copper. A barely visible crucifix is engraved on the blade.
Nope. Wait, what the fuck?
Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great. Now let's see what's inside.
Alrighty. I mean, I couldn't use a cam light. so we need to go this. No, I'm getting. I don't know why you can climb up that. Alrighty, so the one we're looking for is this one, I think.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Alrighty.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Yeah. Alrighty. We need to exit the crypt now. Holy shit. I mean, I hope I picked the right lance. I hope I picked the right lance, because if I did not, I'm fucked. Join your mother at the wharf. I have no idea where the wharf is. We got traits and everything, which is good. Alrighty. Alrighty, so we got this new book. Okay, so which one will it? One skill in occultism. They will give me plus one manipulation, conviction, and occultism. So manipulation, conviction, and cultism. Alrighty, so that means I can actually put that one there. And let's do that. Read alerts. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Alrighty, we only have 2 books to add, unfortunately. Join your mother at the wharf. I have no idea where the wharf is, if I'm going to be...
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
Okay, and... I hate that. Yeah, we gotta go to the wharf. Which I have no idea where the wharf is.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut
Calm
this
your
short
titties.
quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
I'm
still looking for my mother, if you can believe it. I've been in the manor basement to check if she might have gone lost.
And did you find her?
No, not a trace.
I'm warning you, De Richet. I've got my eye on you. I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here. This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So we need to go this way. It's just looking at a painting. I'm looking at a walkthrough, yes, but still, I'm still goddamn a fucking hour in. I'm full on that. Fuck you. Okay, apparently cannot go that way. Alrighty, so we gotta go to the dining hall. Apparently. Alrighty, let's get going. Is there anything I can actually take from here? I'm curious. Alrighty. Devil Thorn cannot take because I have too much Devil Thorns on me. And it pisses me off. I want to look at my talents. Oh, George Washington immunity to gain. I hate this game at times because it doesn't tell you exactly what way to go, which I get, but you need to understand that sometimes you need to actually give hints and everything on where to go. Like, because sometimes games can take hours in one certain spot if you don't give hints. To my mind, it's completely unreasonable, but
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you are everywhere. Was Mr. von Wollner able to help you?
Help me?
Yes. For your armillary sphere.
Oh, yes, that.
Louis, everything all right?
Yes. Excuse me, I was miles away.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Shit. I haven't time either. See you later.
Alrighty. We need to go do the Great Hall. Apparently we're on a time crunch right now.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you. Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord?
Tell me, what's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
And it's true.
She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
This is insane.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother
That
could have lied to me
explains
about that.
It's true. Your
That
real mother would never have
actually
lied to
explains
you.
a lot.
What do you mean?
Louis,
I
would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
There's no fucking way.
Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Monsieur, you don't know the whole story. You ought to let me help you.
One more move and I'll shoot you down, you bastard.
Jack, you'll end up hurting yourself if you continue like this.
There's no one to save here anyway.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Wait, Jack! If it weren't for me, you'd be dead by now. You've seen who I am, and this so-called revelation makes no difference. I'm not a slave to my birth, and I refuse to pretend to be a victim. I am Louis de Richet.
Do you really believe you've got enough strength to resist him?
I am who I am. Only our actions truly define us. And you can threaten me all you want. It won't make any difference.
Don't change, Louis. You're strong. I wasn't able to make it.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late.
In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me. You're going to be held accountable. and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for
Which
her,
is
would
insane.
it?
Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now, monsieur.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
That's what's insane.
I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter. Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
So we were a demon all along.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent we used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy, and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Thought reading. You're unable to hear the superficial thoughts of your interlocutors. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn back 1 when confronted to an immunity. 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, and 3 by consuming a... Ooh. So I now have a use for Devil Thorn.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So,
it's a little bit creepy.
Weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
All right. On that note, I'd better be going. I'm expected.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Interesting.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
You have to go to the wharf, which is the dock. Yeah. Alrighty. This is the wharf where you'll find... I find this all interesting, to be honest.
You shot her in cold blood.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I
Our
should...
personal interests. I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily. Calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her.
Okay. Lower your
Emily, put the weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes. And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you. Shut your mouth. You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too well.
No, Emily. Look at me. Emily?
What did you say?
You are not like
You're
Sarah.
not like her. Neither you nor Emma are like Sarah. Ever since you got here, you've always tried to help me. I trust you, Emily. And Emma would never have betrayed me either.
No, she wasn't like that. She was loyal. But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
I was going to get her out of there, for God's sake. So what are you talking about?
Emily, Mortimer's a demon! In the literal sense of the word.
What a...
Lord Mortimer has been around since the Third Crusade. He fiddles with his family records so he can keep maintaining his identity. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear on everything I hold dear, that's the truth.
What? But when did...
Louis, Do you realize what you are asking me to believe?
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade. And they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son. I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No. I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
Alrighty.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby dew. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
You lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
Sarah's goddamn.
I had to do something. It took me years to pick up his trail again, Louis. From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
You made me in your own image.
No, you're wrong. I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't, though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis. I couldn't. Not after Venice.
Talk to me about Venice.
Oh, no. Louis, let's go. I'll tell you everything once we get home. Now come.
You never wanted us to speak about it again. Winter 1791. Do you remember?
Louis, no. We agreed to never speak about it again.
Sarah's crazy.
We were on the trail of a businessman. We broke into his place one night. We ran into his wife.
Not that, Louis. It's in the past.
She, too, was pregnant. Was he Mortimer's as well?
Louis,
Answer.
Yes!
What became of the child?
I gave it away.
For him, too? You became his mother, didn't you?
No, I gave him to a couple who couldn't have children. I never saw him again.
How many children have you stolen from him?
I saved all of you, Louis. I gave you a normal life. 9. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you.
Wait,
he did
what?
It to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you. It doesn't excuse everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you,
Okay,
Louis.
so...
Thank you. I will never lie to you again. Come on.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Mother. I'm not going back with you. I can't.
What do you mean? Louis, you can't stay here.
Don't worry about me. I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn. But you go.
Louis?
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry.
Here. This is yours.
I'm sorry you don't get notifications.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
That's it. So... Okay then. That is very, very interesting in my opinion. I don't have any manuscripts I can put. Holy shit.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse. No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Hold yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
This is insane, I'm not gonna lie.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and
Sorry
our
you didn't
family.
get any notification.
It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, how many are there in the family?
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
Okay. Why
What do
brothers
you mean
and
by
sisters?
brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Alrighty.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Okay.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
I mean...
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
That's more like that position.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Is he in danger?
Are you suggesting he might be in danger?
Well, Louis, our father's patience is not limitless. If William ever does go too far, then yes, he will be in danger. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it.
Wait,
If
that's
I've been
our
able
uncle?
to help you in any
I
way,
am so confused
don't
at this point. I'm sorry. I am confused at this point. We find out we're a demon. Our mother is actually like our sister. Our mother is our sister. And then that dude is our uncle. I'm confused. So that person isn't our brother or anything. So what? I'm so we're a demon. I get that. Our mother, it's basically our sister. And then, Gregory is our uncle? Question mark? I mean, he did call him uncle, but where did the uncle part come into play? We could talk to him, but no, we need to go up to Mortimer's office. I'm just confused. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. I'm just confused at this point, and it hurts my brain. It hurts my brain. I'm losing brain cells from trying to think about it. That sucks so much. It sucks so much. I can do ASMR with it if I wanted to. I might do a little bit of ASMR, but who knows? I'm not that good with ASMR. Well, we gotta go talk to our father now. And wait, can we now pick up what? No, we can't pick up that. That's just a book. I've already looked at that.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. At peace, really. Oddly enough, I understand things that have happened to me better now.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Not much. He bid me welcome to the family, that's all.
Louis, Gregory is my brother. Always has been. And he never goes anywhere.
Alrighty, so... questioning logic to be discovered. We have one more we need to... We need to discover one more of those. Immunity. We found all that.
To say or do, not much. He must have told you that he's worried about me, that he wants to be there for you, and that you want to be wary of me.
Yes, something like that. I think he's worried about
you. Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play, and his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
Not even
like the relationship with your father, for example.
It's sometimes complicated, I must admit. I like to understand things, even if it means thinking outside the box. In fact, that's a character trait that you seem to have inherited.
You
haven't answered about your father.
What did I tell you? You are too curious, my son. Let time do its work. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
So that's
your project?
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Alrighty.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as a workforce.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential.
How fucking
it's the future.
What else?
Progress
about
must
the
liberate
time that
humanity
the
from
time
burdens
period
and
they're in.
chores. Progress must replace man,
so
whatever his
true.
presence is not obligatory.
Which
it creates
it's a little bit
both the
scary.
desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about.
Developers? Developers? What the fuck are you trying to say here? It just might be me just being a goddamn fucking retard.
But the most important of all,
what the
has
fuck are
already
you
been
talking
laid.
about?
The foundation.
What are you
stone,
trying to say?
Freedom of speech.
You saying
The
there's actual
First
demons
Amendment
among
of the
us?
Constitution. There must be opponents to every project.
I mean, that's a huge
So, above all,
possibility.
don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence, but humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are.
Why
I see your
not,
point.
after all?
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
Need you two hands for that.
Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
That's a little bit.
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Developers, Dear Mortimer. I'm a little bit scared of Mortimer. I'm not going to lie. With how much knowledge he has, and with how he thinks. It's a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit scary. Piaggier's room. Where's Piaggier's room? Peru. Napoleon Bonaparte. Emily Hillbarrow is crying. Louis David Shea. Piaggier's room.
Ah, well, Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence. I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people, Louis. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming.
It's working.
What insolence. Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambitions.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. Better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Forget the contents
Right.
of the letter.
Well, let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust. It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think that the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future. There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Oh, that is going to put me way down. Think about the logic.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Deal with that. I don't have a
I
chem
could
like
pretend
water.
that the code got erased during the voyage, as if the letter arrived in really bad condition. That would be perfectly understandable given that it's traveled across the seas, right?
Alrighty, so that creepy, its eyes aren't closing.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. It's the perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
No, listen, my son.
This is all getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep the secret?
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he is Mortimer's son. Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
It's insane.
Committing a crime in my room is out of the question. Think, it will all be on our heads. No doubt about it. I refuse to run the risk.
Right.
Monsieur von Von, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
Run the risk getting the conference cancelled. Yeah.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No. Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body. Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Dude. Now we go to... Okay, so we got more traits. And that is not... Oh god. Alrighty, so... We still have a few books missing. And that's the one thing that sucks. We gotta go to...
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
We're entering anyways.
You know full well that getting yourself worked up like this is not going to help. It won't make any difference. It won't bring Emma back.
Forget... I couldn't give a damn if it makes any difference. I only want to not think of anything. And then get out of here. I told you not to come in.
Emily, I only want to talk. I understand that you're upset after everything.
You understand? You understand nothing.
Listen, we're going through a difficult time. Even I'm dumbfounded and
Dumbfounded? Dumbfounded? Do you want to know how I feel?
Yes, I would like to.
My whole life has just gone up in smoke. Everything I believed in, gone, blown apart. I have killed a part of myself.
Yes, I know how you feel.
No, I don't think so.
I found out that my mother has been lying to me all my life. That she's not my real mother. I told her to go far, far away.
Why, Louis? What have we done to deserve this?
I don't think that's the question. We haven't done anything. Only made choices for which we must accept responsibility.
And what if I no longer have the strength to do so?
But you do. It's just too early for you to feel it. But believe me, we've all lost something here.
All this, everything that's happened, it's a nightmare. I want to wake up.
Emily, calm down and put down that glass.
I know you're telling the truth about Mortimer and Home. I know they are demons.
Yo, what up,
That's not
Alexis?
all.
How you doing?
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes. Just the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel
I'm
so
doing okay.
ashamed, Louis.
The
and
fuck?
that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you
Incest.
from the moment we first spoke on the boat. Now I understand why. Do you realize what
game
that
had some
means?
French
I'm a
beats.
monster.
We committed an error.
Couldn't have known. We made a mistake, damn it.
Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
Oh.
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want
Dude,
to...
this is insane.
It's very strange for me too. A sister for a brother.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
I
Emma,
must get some rest.
well, it's
I
also
must
his...
ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish that bottle.
Don't start now. I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
This is just getting more and more insane. I'm sorry. Okay, do we have anything in the room I can actually pick up before, anything? It's a letter on there which I cannot pick up. You can look at that. I can't go out there. She's asleep.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years.
2 coils circle the lock.
Alrighty, let's... Ooh.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave
So,
me. George
we had
Washington
insets
is a man
happen.
you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
We got that, which actually will help me a lot. So... I am still dumbfounded that Louis de Richet had sex with its own sister. That is a little bit disturbing. I am not gonna lie. I need to go to the dining room, which I think it this way. I'm sorry, that's a lot to take in. This is throwing curveball after curveball after curveball. And it's very, very disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. It's very disturbing.
Duke Manuel.
Monsieur Bonaparte stood me up. Would you believe it?
Ah, the French.
So tell me, what can I do for you?
Earlier, you mentioned the arrival of a certain Al-Chief.
No, Al-Asif. I spoke to you about a certain Al-Asif.
Oh, sorry. I got mixed up. Al-Azif, then.
Alrighty.
Al-Asif. It's not really all that difficult to remember. I wonder what role he is to have in all of this. It should not be long before we find out. According to Sir Gregory, he will be arriving just before the conference starts.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry to have troubled you. I'll be leaving now.
Perfect. I was going up to my room anyway. See you later.
So, Holmes has planned something to do with the Al-Azif just before the next conference.
I am still disturbed by all this. I'm not gonna lie.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
What do you mean?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity. Through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes and cry out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Alrighty.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William? When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in which...
You act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human? It's useless trying to resist my true nature. I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying. And I'll be left on my own, forever. I'm a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
I shall follow my father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please, don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Alrighty. Well, I need to get more elixirs. I need to get more, honey.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is?
You. My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
On from Poison Me, I found Lady here. I obtained information on outlets from Manuel. Damn! Got 8 available points. Well, that's in, alrighty, we got all of them. And that should bring up vigilance. Allocate a what? Allocation of points. Validate. And, yeah. Alrighty, guys. That was an interesting one, and it hurt my goddamn fucking brain. I am not gonna lie about that. It was Very interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna be ending the video right here. We'll finish up the game in about the next few days or so. I don't know what day. I'll surprise y'all. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please hit the like button and fates, comment, subscribe, share with friend, family. Should let family know I do cut a lot of my videos. Also, if you do subscribe, please turn that notification bell icon on to get notified when I upload video or go live. I usually go live. Still can't believe we had sex with our own sister. Then again, we didn't know, but now that we know, it's fucking disgusting. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!